Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing good. Today we are going to take a look at how to communicate between the Polyend tracker, this guy, the CV.OCD from 64 pixel, and this weird modular which is mostly made of DIY stuff that I haven't built myself. The green ones are from SSDP Synthesis, aka Colin Muir, which is a very good artist. He offered me to build those modules from his own designs in exchange for my mastering services. This is a MIDI to CV converter, and we're going to use this to make this guy talk to the modular. First, we have a little bit from an old Stazma tune. I have written a little arpeggio sequence in advance. As you can see, I have a MIDI 1 selected as my instrument, which corresponds to this line of output on the CV.OCD. A is pitch, B is velocity. We are not going to use it right now. This is gate and this is trigger. The way it works with the modular is first we need to hear something. So we are going to take the output of this oscillator, going to this, which is a low pass filter plus a VCA, into a mixer. There is sounds. That's a good start. So here we can filter, and here we can change the volume, and then we can control both. Now first, I'm going to send the pitch information from output A into this guy, our VCO. Now we have notes. Now I'm going to take the gate 1 output and send it into the trigger input of our envelope generator. Actually, I'm going to take the trigger for this. So it trigger all the time. I don't need to put not off in between. That's a good start. Now here we have a second channel. It corresponds by default to MIDI channel 2. With this one we're going to make a bass line using another oscillator, another LPVCA, and plug everything into the mixer. So I'm going to patch this, and then we are going to try to make something that fits with this. This time we are going to use number 3, which is a gate, not a trigger. The difference that the gate can stay high as long as we don't give a note off of here, so we can choose the length of the note. For the first one, it was not really useful. So let's hook up MIDI channel number 2. Sound. Let's just play a little bit with it. Now we can also use those guys which are by default hooked up to MIDI channel number 10 and correspond to trigger outs of notes, of different notes. I'm going to send this to clock our sequencer over there. So now if I go to MIDI channel number 10 and play the right note, is C5, you can see it moves over here. So I'm just going to put a few of those every 3 steps. And now we need to assign this to something. So I'm going to send the bass to the phaser over here. Gonna mute the rest. Now I'm going to plug this guy to the control phaser. Just so you know, all the others outputs over here correspond to other nodes, so you can send those to trigger drums, other envelopes, all corresponding to MIDI channel number 10. This was of course just scratching the surface just to show you how it works.